Welcome back. As you remember, I did a video before on top 10 games that you should buy for non-gamers for Christmas. So this is not going to be top 10. I think I have a little bit more than 10 here. But these are games that if you're going to give somebody who is a hardcore board gamer, these are games that I suggest you should pick up for them. Now I want to give an honorable mention to the Simon for Rising Sun, Ankh, and Blood Rage. The reason why I want to give an honorable mention is those games are actually quite expensive. You probably end up paying more than $80 for them. But all three of those games are incredible games. They will make a great Christmas gift to any hardcore gamer. So definitely check those three out. But we're going to move on to the next list here. So the first game, now these all range in different prices. Some are fairly inexpensive, some are quite expensive. The first game we're going to look at is Red Cathedral. So I wanted to do a video on Red Cathedral. Haven't had the time in a while, but so Red Cathedral is a dice placement, worker placement game where you're trying to build the cathedral in Moscow, Russia. It's a well, in my opinion, it's a mean little worker placement game because you can mess up your opponents that are trying to build certain sections of the cathedral. But this game hit me by surprise on how much fun I really like it. It's not for the non-gamer. It's a little more complex than that. But I had a lot of fun playing it. I think it's underrated. You could definitely pick this up for about maybe $40 or $35. I know Barnes & Noble has it. If you like worker placement games, if you know somebody that likes worker placement games, definitely pick this up for them. That is Red Cathedral. Okay, so next one we have here is Mission Red Planet. So this is one of my favorite area control games. So this is more like an action selection area control where you're trying to take over different parts of Mars. It is one of the meanest games out there. So if you know somebody that does not like take that, then they're probably not going to like this. But for those that do, this is by far one of the best. I have a blast every time I play this game. It might be in my top 20. Probably run you about $40 to $50. Will make a great gift. Definitely check out Mission of Red Planet. Great game. Next one here should be no surprise, and that's Lost Ruins of RNA. Now I got the expansion in here as well, the Lost Expeditions expansion. So this is a deck building worker placement game. Art is fantastic on it. One of my favorite games, well, deck building games as well. So you're pretty much playing archaeologist and you're working your way up on the map here, trying to discover different locations, and then you're gonna fight different animals. The expansion adds a lot more to it. There's another expansion coming out. Everybody that I have played this game with loved it. Probably run you about $40, $45, or maybe the most, maybe $60. So this will make a great gift to anybody that loves archaeology or worker placement deck building. Definitely check this game out. That's Lost Ruins of RNA. So speaking of deck building and worker placement, the next one is my number one game of all time, and that's Dune Imperium. Well, it's number one for now. There's a good chance it'll change. But again, like Dune Imperium, like Lost Ruins of Arnak, is a deck building worker placement game. This one has some combat in it, where you're gonna put soldiers in the middle, and then at the end of each round, they're gonna pretty much fight and kill each other off. But I love it a lot. There's a lot of tense decisions in it. Plays in about maybe 90 minutes to 2 hours. Definitely the best game I have ever played, in my opinion, right now, and one of the hottest games out right now. You could pick it up for $50. There is or maybe less. There is an upgrade pack out there, I believe for $60. I saw one at Pax where they come with miniatures and storage for the expansions. I do have all the expansions for this. There's two of them out. The new one just came out called Immortality. I actually have it right here. So if you do want to gift this game, there are 2 expansions out there for it, and they do make the game a lot better. That's Dune Imperium. Definitely check this one out. Also, you do not have to be a fan of Dune to like this game. I don't like Dune. I hated the movie. I hated the 1984 movie with Sting, but I do love this game. So you do not have to like Dune to like this game. So Dune Imperium, definitely check that game out. So the next one might not come as a surprise, but this is probably the hottest game out this year, and that is Ark Nova. So Ark Nova has been dubbed the Terraforming Mars Killer, where you are, again, it's also an action selection Euro, where you're pretty much building your own zoo. The game could run a little long. It's probably best at 2 and 3 players. 4 players could run you about 3 hours, but it is a fantastic game. Again, it's not really a theme that I enjoy, but the game is fantastic. Absolutely recommend. Even if, again, if you don't like the theme, I think you're gonna like this game a lot. If you're a gamer, there's a lot of really important decisions out there. A lot of different ways to win. That is Ark Nova. Again, the game will run you probably about $60 depending on where you buy it, but definitely a great gift for a gamer. So now, I think I'm gonna do this one last, so I'm gonna skip over. So the next one is a game that I never thought that I would love, because I do not like this theme at all, and that is Obsession. So Obsession is a engine builder. I don't like the solitaire. If you know me, I don't like games that are multiplayer solitaire, but this one for some reason hits. It just hits everything I'm looking for in a game. It just has it. So it's deck building mixed with engine building, where you're playing this royal family, throwing a party and adding rooms to your house, and just to make it better and add more people to your group. Every time I play this game, I have a ton of fun. It could be quite expensive. You can get it on the Kayenta website, the Kayenta Games. I'm gonna post a link into the comment section. Into the description if you want to purchase this game. Again, everybody that I have played with adores this game. I have not met one person that did not like it. And if you're going to buy it, I do recommend you get all the expansions with it, because they make the game so much better. I've been wanting to do a review on this too. Spoiler alert, this game is a 9 out of 10 for me. Again, you don't have to like the theme, because I freaking hate it, but the theme works, it fits. And I do think gamers are going to love this game a lot. That is Obsession. Definitely check it out. Again, you won't really see it in stores. Some FLGSs will have, your local game stores will have it, but I bought it on the Kayenta Games website, and I will be posting a link in the description section. Alright, this is a little heavy, so I'm gonna put it over here. The next one, so this game, another deck building game, and one of my favorites, and that is Imperium Classics or Imperium Legends. So this is a little bit of a rules heavy game. It is an asymmetric deck building game where you're pretty much trying to build up your civilization through cards. You can mess with other players a little bit by forcing them to get these cards that'll be detrimental to their civilization. The rule book is it needs some work. There's some great aids on Board Game Geek that will help with this game. Everybody I've played with has loved this game. Definitely best played with 2 or 3, no more than that, because it can run really long for a card game. The artwork is fantastic. I love the ancient theme of it. So the classic has pretty much like ancient Rome, Greece. Then the Legends box has like Atlantis and all these other or King Arthur. But it is definitely a game I think people are going to, if you love deck building and civilization games, definitely a game you should pick up. That's Imperium Classics. So the next one, if you can find it, some stores have it because the Kickstarter kind of just delivered, and a lot of retail have gotten copies. But this is by far one of my favorite games, and that is Pax Premiere. So Pax Premiere is probably going to run you between $80 to $100. The game is gorgeous. The components are amazing. This is a hand management area control game where you're pretty much playing as an Afghan. I believe it was. So it takes place in 1823 when Afghanistan is in chaos, and you have the Russians, British, and of course the Afghans trying to control different parts of the of the country, and you're pretty much choosing an alliance, and you can form alliances with other players, but there's gonna be combat, and you're building also these roles. You're building troops in certain parts of Afghanistan, and of course you're trying to get the most victory points. But it is not too heavy. When you read the rule book, definitely sit down with a nice cup of coffee, but it's not too bad. But this is by far one of the best games I have ever played. I think a lot of gamers are going to love this game if you had a chance. I know a lot of people have told me that they've been wanting to play this game. It's not the easiest to get your hands on. If you could find a copy in the store, definitely pick it up. It'll definitely make a great gift too. That is Pax Premiere by Cole Worley. So I'm going to do that one last. So, speaking of Cole Worley, the next one is Root. So Root is a war game. And now don't be fooled by these cuddly creatures and on the cover. But this is the game says 10 and up. I don't think this is actually good for anybody 10 and up, because this is a pretty hard game to learn. It's an asymmetric war game where you're trying to control, of course, the woodlands, and there's a lot of combat. But what I love about the game is that there's a lot of expansions out there for it. The asymmetry gives it a lot of replayability. Again, everybody I've played this game with loves it. There's also a really good digital version out there that you could get on Steam and Nintendo Switch. If you don't feel like learning the rules, I do prefer the board game over the digital version. But again, this is one of my favorite games of all time. I think if you're going to get a gift, it's going to make a great gift. And like I said, there's several expansions out there for it, and with more to come. That is Root. Okay, so the next one, this is the deluxe edition, is Brass Birmingham. Brass Birmingham is a heavy Euro. So there's two versions of this game out there. There's Brass Birmingham and Brass Lancashire. Pretty much is the same game. This is the deluxe edition. It comes with the clay chips. If you're gonna get a gift, get the deluxe edition. But this is a fantastic Euro where it takes place during the Industrial Revolution, and you play in two ages. One during the early age, where everything's through boats, where you're trying to form these lines through boats, and then the second age is by train. But you're building up different factories and coal and stuff. So it could be a really mean, one of the best Euros out there. Again, any convention you go to, you always see people playing this game. Will make a great gift. If you're gonna get this as a gift, gift them with a deluxe edition. Probably run you about, I want to say $80. But definitely a game for gamers. Pick this one up for. So I wanted to save this one for last, because this is actually the most expensive game on this list. But it is a game, I think, if you're going to give this game for a significant other, this is the game you want to gift them with. And that is Too Many Bones. So this game could run you between $100 and $150. So Too Many Bones is a cooperative game. Show you on the back, where so this company, Chip Theory Games, they use everything using these poker chips. I actually have one right here that looks like this. So in this game, you're gonna have a whole bunch of dice. That's why the box is so heavy. And each character that you pick is gonna have their own set of dice, and you're upgrading that character, upgrading their dice to make them stronger. And you're battling these enemies, and you're trying to fight to kill the final boss. And there's some card play and everything in it. The rules can be somewhat heavy. Every time I've played, I'm always looking back at the rule book and stuff. But every time I play, I have a whole ton, so much fun playing this. It is one of the best cooperative games out there, and I think out of all these games here, this will make the best gift. If you're gonna give somebody one game from this list, make it this one. I think they'll love you forever. There's a ton of expansions out for it. I believe they just came out with the last one, and also there's a nice big organizer that comes with it, that is out there that you can purchase for this game too. But I do recommend this either solo or with two players. I think 3 or 4 can take too long, but definitely one of the best co-op games out there. That is Too Many Bones. That's gonna do it for this video, guys. Again, if you have any questions, feel free to leave them in the comments. I'm going to leave a link for Obsession for Kayenta games if you're interested in purchasing that. Well, that's going to do it. I hope you guys have a Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays. Keep on playing. Again, there's more videos coming in the future, much more reviews, much more playlists. I have a top 50 or top 100 games coming either at the end of the year or next year. Looking forward to that. Please like and subscribe. Help this little channel grow. And I look forward to the next one. Have a great one, guys.